In 1975, I was a child. The world was a simpler place, or at least it seemed so. Back then, we spent our days outside playing games that required us to think, to create. But today, I wonder, has the world really changed for the better? Look at the children today. They sit behind screens learning strategies and tactics for a war they'll never fight. Or perhaps they will, without even realizing it. What if these games aren't just entertainment? What if they're conditioning our future generations for something far more sinister? A game of control, a game of manipulation. Are we teaching them how to obey, how to fight, without ever questioning why? We're living in a time where every move we make is tracked. The way we think, the way we act, it's all being shaped. But is it for the better, or has progress merely masked the deeper questions we need to ask? When I was growing up, life wasn't perfect, but it wasn't this. Back then we were free to explore, to think for ourselves. Now it seems like the choices are already made for us. Technology is everywhere, dictating how we live, what we buy, and how we believe the world works. But this isn't just about video games. This goes deeper, much deeper. The CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency, it was supposed to be a force for good, right? But what if all along they were conducting experiments in mind control, in manipulation? MKUltra, for example, it was a covert operation designed to control the human mind. And what was the cost? LSD, hypnosis, and drugs to break down a person's mind and rebuild them into something else. And it wasn't just adults they targeted. The CIA's experiments were wide-reaching, and they didn't stop at mind control. The Tuskegee Syphilis experiment, men, mostly black, were lied to about their treatment, kept in the dark while they suffered from untreated syphilis for decades. The government lied to them. They kept them trapped in an experiment with no way out, and these people were forced to play along, to be part of something they didn't understand, much like us today. We're all part of an experiment in control. We just don't know it. But we're being trained, not just by the CIA or the government, but by the very games we play. Virtual war games teach our children how to strategize, how to fight. And somewhere along the way they forget what it means to be human. They forget empathy, compassion. They become desensitized. There's a parable in the Bible, a simple one. Why do you see the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own? Matthew 7:3. What if we're all so busy pointing fingers, criticizing, hating, while the real problem is staring us in the face? We've been distracted by the small issues, while the real issues, the ones that control us, are hidden right in front of us. The truth is, the system has been designed to keep us distracted. They control the narrative, feed us what they want us to know, and we, people like you and me, are left to sort through the scraps, trying to make sense of it all. But it doesn't have to be this way. We have a choice. We can keep playing the game, or we can open our eyes and see the truth. It's up to us to choose what kind of world we want to leave for the next generation. One controlled by the system, or one where we take back control. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. What will you do? Will you continue to live in the game, or will you step outside and see the truth?